Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me. And I'm back with part 4 of What If Deku had an adaptation quirk. And damn, man, I'll be honest, it is really, it's a lot easier to make multiple parts of series like these in terms of like how long it takes me to record, how long it takes me to write, like, script things out. But I don't know how I feel. I mean, if you guys like the longer series in terms of like parts, like you got more I guess, yeah, it's not necessarily you have more content to watch, but it's like stranded out over more time, I guess. And I would say there's definitely a little bit more detail than normal. I'm not like I'm not skipping over things by any means. So if you guys like this, I'm down to keep it going like this. Obviously, if we're getting into the mindset of like a YouTuber and this is where I'm gonna be real with you guys. Obviously, the view count is going to be a little different because of how many parts I make. If I make 3 parts or 2 parts or like a movie, I'm going to get different viewership. That's just how YouTube is. But if you guys like it, like, I'm not going to deny the community. That's just not how I've been doing these things. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. It's all right. I mean, no matter to me either way. But yeah, whatever you guys like. I know I try to balance it out between people, because I know there's some people that love the movie, some people like this, some people like that. Try my best to get a little bit of everything. But all right, enough of that. Let's get into part 4. Let's just get right into the what if. Let's get it. The class falls off the cliff and they land in the forest below. Midoriya lands flat on the ground and just gets up brushing himself off. The class then begins making their way through the forest and destroying various monsters. When they all make it through, the class comes through limping. Well, except for Midoriya. They're all greeted by Aizawa and the Wawa Pussycats. Okay, problem children. Go get cleaned up and eat some food. Everyone does so, and the Wawa Pussycats stare at Midoriya, thinking, how is the kid not hurt at all? I told you, he's a freak of nature, but don't think he's blessed by any means. Also, stop staring at him. That's creepy. They look in confusion and ask, what is he talking about? I'm not going to explain the kid's story. You ask him yourself. The class gets cleaned up, and when they're done, they basically come to the eating area, and Midoriya and Rumi begin talking about what to expect. Well, honestly, I don't know what I should work on, but I'm sure Aizawa has an idea. Rumi tells him that she just wants to work on her defense and combat, and also just normal hand-to-hand combat, like with her hands. And she basically says that she won't always have Midoriya around to basically pick up the slack in terms of the defense. Well, yeah, unless we, make an agency together. She looks at him super excited. You really want to? I mean, yeah, why not? You're the only person I really trust anyways. She hugs him and he's like super surprised, and she tells him that she wanted to offer that but was kind of too scared to ask. Midoriya is about to respond, but he's approached by the Wawa Pussycats. Hey, do you mind if we ask you some questions, Midoriya, somewhere else? You can just do it here if it pertains to me. She already knows about my life. They ask how did he know they were going to ask about this, and he tells them that he can tell by their stares, like they're just blatantly staring at him. They apologize, but he tells them it's fine, and to basically ask away. Well, Midoriya, what happened in your life to make you this strong? It's a long story, but I have suspicion that I was quirkless when I was young, and I was left stranded on my own. But a man approached me and gave me this quirk, thinking it would allow me at least to just survive, but he didn't know how much I would actually train it. He lifts his shirt and shows many scars. This is all from getting beaten by classmates, villains, and some even heroes. Their eyes open wide and ask if Hero seriously did that. Yup, they did. But it's fine now. I'm stronger because of it. Every time I go through something traumatic and horrible, I get stronger. And I mean that literally. They ask, why does he want to be Hero if heroes also did these things to him? That's easy, to get off the streets. But I will admit, I've thought about becoming a villain. My life was horrible, but any doubt of that went away when I met her. He points at Rumi and she blushes. She took me in when nobody else wanted to help me. Her father let me stay with them, treated me like a human being. The Wild Pussycats look at Rumi in shock, and she just says that she did what any hero should do, help others when they can't help themselves. Well, that's all we want to know, Midoriya, and I want you both to know that you guys are going to be amazing heroes. They both thank the Wild Pussycats, and the Pussycats walk away. So, what do you think that was about, Izu? I'm not sure, to be honest. Wait, did you just... Never mind. He slightly smiles and just shakes his head. After eating, they all head to bed, and the next day they are woken up pretty early by Aizawa. They head out, and Aizawa is waiting in the field for them. Listen up, you problem children. You all need to be training, and I'm gonna tell you how. He tells everyone what to do, and the last two people are Rumi and Midoriya. Rumi, you need to work on your defense, and frankly, your hand-to-hand combat, like actual hand-to-hand combat with your fists, because all you do is really kick. So, I mean, also since it's combat is your specialty, it will definitely help you greatly. She nods and asks who she should spar with, and Aizawa tells her since Midoriya doesn't need that much work, he will benefit from this more than really anything, and she will spar with him. She gets excited, but Aizawa tells her to stay focused on the training, please. For the entire day, Midoriya basically is a punching bag in a way for Rumi, but also taught her certain ways to basically use her hands in hand-to-hand combat, and not just her legs, obviously, but also different ways to defend herself. Because before he actually became like, well, kind of like how Fat Gum is, being able to like absorb hits and stuff. He had to, like, you know, learn how to dodge, learn how to take hits to limit damage. After the day was over, they were able to actually eat food and rest for a bit. But after Aizawa set something up for them, called the Test of Courage. During this, Midoriya was just kind of waltzing through the forest until blue fire covered it like a canopy. What the hell? Midoriya turns to run back to the camp to see if everyone was okay, but Anomu and two others stand in front of him. One who can control blue flames, and another a massive man. What do you want? Well, frankly, kid, I don't know. The hand face wants you for some reason. Not sure why, but something about his master wanting you. Interesting. All for One is still after me. Not really surprising. The huge man by the name of Muscular charges at him, trying to grab him, but misses. I mean, and then Midoriya kind of just steps out of the way and just continues talking to the man with blue flames. Alright, now what is your name, Mr. Blue Fire Guy or whatever? Dabi, what about you, kid? Midoriya, but feel free to call me Survivor. You look familiar, by the way. You kind of look like someone from... Nah, that doesn't matter. Muscular gets pissed, thinking that this kid is not taking him seriously, punching him in the back of the head. Muscular, right? I'm currently talking to Dabi. Can you... Midori then punches Muscular and he goes flying through tons of trees. Yeah, you guys came very ill prepared. Come on, that guy? And Anomu? Seriously? Dabi begins thinking that this kid is not someone to take lightly by any means, and if he isn't careful, he could be leaving here in a body bag. Well, Dabi, you can call off this whole thing, or I'll just be taking you all to prison. You're too cocky, kid. Dabi blasts fire at Midoriya, but he doesn't even move. The fire then disappears, and Midoriya just walks out of the smoke. Dabi looks at him in shock. What the hell are you, kid? Midoriya dashes at him and hits him in the stomach. Been asking myself that for a while. Midoriya defeats him and then the Nomu and drags Muscular and Dabi to the camp. When he arrives, he sees the Pussycats fighting Splinter. Splinter looks to see both of his comrades knocked out. How did they? He then sees the kid they are here for. Midoriya stands in front of Splinter and he tries to swing his sword at him, in which the people there, including some of his classmates, scream for him to dodge, but the blades just connect and shatter in an instant. Splinter realizes his predicament and tries to run, but Midoriya grabs him and throws him back into the heroes, knocking him out. The rest of the kids come out of the forest with the other villains then detained. They put them in one pile and Aizawa goes to restrain them, but a portal opens beneath them and they disappear. But as this happens, basically the same thing happens to Midoriya. Midoriya lands in the dark area and begins hearing a voice. Time to pay your debts, kid. Show yourself, All For One. All For One walks out from the shadows. My child, welcome back. I'm nobody's child, don't call me that. All For One shakes his head and tells him that the moment he accepted that quirk, he was his child. No, All For One, I have no loyalty to you. You already have a pet dog in Shigaraki, why not train him? Of course. Buds, you could be even better. When I'm gone, you can have my quirk, and your body will mold itself to it. You might as well just kill me, All For One, because that's not gonna happen. All For One shakes his head, saying that he might want to reconsider, unless he wants to see his precious Rumi tortured and killed. You won't touch her, or I will see fit that you die, and everyone associated with you does so as well. You can't stop me, kid. Nobody can, so join me or I kill her. Midoriya sits with his head down, and a portal opens and they both walk out. They arrive in the middle of a city with various pro-heroes waiting. All Might sees All For One and screams his name, telling him to let Midoriya go. All Might charges in at All For One and punches him so hard, smoke appears everywhere. When it clears though, the one standing in front of All Might is Midoriya grabbing his hand. Young Midoriya, what are you doing? I'm sorry, All Might, but I have to kill you. Midoriya punches All Might into a building and charges at him into the smoke where no one actually can see. Their fight begins and they begin clashing while All For One watches in amusement at what is happening, thinking to himself that he doesn't even need to fight the symbol of peace. His own version of the symbol of peace, aka the symbol of terror, will do it for him. Young Midoriya, please stop! Stop this at once! Sorry, All Might. My loyalty is no longer to the heroes. It's to All For One. And that is the end of this part. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And also comment down below for any suggestions, future suggestions, all that stuff, future what ifs. Trust me, I see your comments below. I see some. I'm trying to find a way to get some custom artwork done for a future what if that I want to do. So hey, if any of y'all do custom artwork or know someone that does custom artwork, let me know. I definitely am down to do that. But yeah, also comment down below what y'all think is gonna happen next. I'd love to see what y'all think is gonna happen next. Sometimes you guys are better at this than I am. Sometimes y'all will put something in the comment section, I'll see it and I'll be like, whoa, that's a great idea, let me add that onto what I'm doing already. I love to see it. I love to see the interaction between our community. I really do. Obviously all the positivity in the world to all you guys, and like the 5% that are females. I look at my statistics, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. But I hope all y'all have an amazing day, and yeah, peace.